My name is Jason Ross, and I'm a peer specialist working at Rockland Pet Living Center or Bridges. As a disabled person myself, who's autistic, I have impairments. I struggle in the day, but it doesn't mean I want pity. People need to realize that, disabilities is part of the human experience.
Today is about learning about people who have disabilities and being given one and seeing what it's like to have that disability.
My name is Kenneth. I'm one of the program advocates at Bridges. I'm visually impaired and I was born with a retinal degeneration. One of the things that I've learned and take away is that with education comes what? Empowerment, empower. You have tools, you have more knowledge to not only educate yourself, but to educate others.
I feel so reliant on either my cane or my hands or other people.
When Megan was going down the stairs, people were waiting behind her, and they weren't necessarily helping her, I would say, but they were getting out of the way because I think they're just scared to reach out and help someone.
There's just a great level of diversity, and I even see it within the school systems. I see people being discriminated against just because they have disabilities.
When I was 4 years old, my life changed. Because of a viral infection, I lost my ability to walk overnight. I woke up in a world in which that was not designed for me anymore.
One of the more impressive things I'm learning from the students is that they're asking very good questions. Questions like, how can we make life for people with disabilities easier?
I realized that some of, say, the bathrooms, they're a little tight, so kind of navigating your way through is definitely a challenge. Maybe if they just get widened a little bit, fit for kind of all wheelchairs and everything.
People are close together and you're trying to you're stopping and going and stopping and going. You're trying to maneuver, you don't want to hit anybody.
I was kind of thrown off. Two of my kids were in a wheelchair and I didn't expect them to be as exhausted as they were, because they're athletes and they work out all the time. I think there's a lot more that can be done. If you just look around this room, I think chairs are in the way, and I think everything needs to be designed with disabilities in mind.
In a classroom where people throw their bags, just next to their desks, I learned that maybe teachers should maybe tell them to kind of put them so that people can get their...
It was difficult to engage in a conversation with someone and hear someone else's voice telling you something else.
It kind of tells you to be by yourself, and those voices make you not want to speak to anybody.
It raised our awareness of people with invisible disabilities, because a lot of times you can't tell that they have a disability and they may be dealing with something that you have no idea that they're dealing with.
It makes you upset, self-conscious, and it just makes me angry that people have to deal with this every single day of their lives and there's no off button.
And I hope people learn from the people who are just staring at us, and I hope people could start thinking about making a change for people with disabilities.
Just because someone is disabled or has a disability doesn't mean that we are your inspiration. It just means we are people. Students need to be aware of all this stuff, so this way they can be friends with someone, eat lunch with them, go on the bus with them, hang out with them after school. Say to the student, hey, what was your grade? Oh, I got 100. Oh, you got 88. So what? We're peers, we're helping each other, we're learning.